Hey guys, Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and More. Today we have one house wash. It is another one job day, but we are getting a little bit busier. I've got some 3 job days coming up, and we're just waiting on those to get up to where we are right now, and taking a little time off here and there, kind of trying to enjoy this slow point at the beginning of fall before we get nice and busy. We did get our EDDM flyers in over the weekend, and I will show you guys that in just a little bit. But today we've got one job. It's actually another friend of ours who we ran into a few weeks ago, and they said, hey, I got a new house out, down the road from you. Can you come wash it? So we set them up, and today's the day we're going to go wash it. So let's get out there. It's a pretty good sized house. It's a 3-story house, and we've got a decent wind right now. So we will see how that ends up. But I've got my 3-foot extension, and I've got the little giant just in case I need a little extra height. But really should be nothing different than any normal day. So let's go out and see what we got going on. It was pulled all the way around the house. This is what we're working on here. Nice 3-story peak. And the wind seems to have calmed down a little bit for us. Come on here. It's a pretty new home. They've been here for about a year, so nothing crazy built up, and everything is pretty well reasonable height-wise, except for the 2 sides where we have the 3-story peak, 3rd-story peak, I guess. So it's not a full 3-story; it's a 2-story and then a partial up here. This is about as bad as we're getting on the algae growth. Just a little bit here and there starting. Again, they've only been here about a year. And just a little bit here where the sun never shines, right behind the air conditioner. And yeah. Nothing too crazy, nothing impressive as far as build up. Just needs to be refreshed, renewed, and ready to rock and roll for another year. We have pre-wet this entire southern facing side. It is in direct sunlight and it is pretty warm today. So it's going to come on through. We're doing a 1% house wash mix, our standard for every day. It's going to come on along and get it painted. Get that all over where it needs to be. The wind has died down a little bit, which I am grateful for. This won't be too tough at all. On back through, we're hitting this 3 stories, no issue. I am on rinse mode with the M5 downstream nozzle. Just went over and took the dipstick out of the mix tank, and here comes a little bit of wind. This was trying to dry on us. I'm really glad that I pre-wet it, and I did not do 2 sides at a time. We're just doing 1 side at a time right now. Probably do 2 sides when I'm in the shade, but this is just no cloud in the sky type of day, so I'm going to take it easy and slow so that we can get this whole thing rinsed before it dries. But yeah, loving that 8 gallon a minute. Don't have to do anything special for this 3-story house. Even with a little bit of wind, we were on that peak without issue. Just gonna rinse the top down. Already got this peak and corner when I had no wind. Wanted to make sure that I got that rinsed fully before that wind picked back up. Having to deal with a little bit of wind, so I went and got the 12-inch extension, and that is gonna take care of a lot of that atomization getting caught in the wind. It's gonna allow me to get up here to these 3rd floor windows. I mean, I'm not even fighting the wind Just that little bit of an extension on there. So far, this one's not taking too long at all. It is a large home, but it's mostly large horizontally. So I'm just washing one side at a time because I don't want to get ahead of myself and try and do, you know, a 1,500 square foot trunk all at once by doing two sides. So again, this is the only job of the day, so I am going to be taking my sweet time. This is our third side, and we haven't even had to pause for water, which is pretty nice. We showed up empty, and if we leave empty, that's okay. But as you can tell, there really was no issue at all getting up here to these peaks. I'm just going to let this sit for a minute, let the tank fill up a little bit, and I'm going to come back through and do a rinse. On that 3-story house, we are back home, and we actually booked the neighbor across the street while we were wrapping up. I was chatting with my friend, and the neighbor came over and said, "How much would you charge me to wash my house?" And the answer to that was, well, it's on the square footage. So I got to talking with him, walking around the house with the gentleman, and I got him a quote. And I gave him a discount. I said, hey, listen, I'm really trying to get into this neighborhood. I'd be willing to take off this amount. You know, a nice little chunk of change. Not anything where it's going to break the bank, but enough to make it worth his while. And he said, let's do it. Let's book it. And so I went ahead and got him booked. I didn't do it today. I didn't take enough SH with me to do a second house wash today, which that is my bad. But I also have some other stuff I wanted to do this afternoon, so I got him on for next week. He's happy, I'm happy. He's got some time to prep his area and talk, you know, chat with the wife, the whole thing. But super excited to get back out there. Hopefully I can get some more houses in that neighborhood because it is really close to my house and it's a new neighborhood. So there's going to be a growing market as the houses get older. They're going to get dirtier, and I'm seeing there's a whole line of them right in there that look like they are all ready. So talked to my friend about, you know, put me on the Facebook group for the neighborhood and seeing what they could possibly get done. So I'm going to go transfer some SH, do a little bit of work on the trailer. I've got 2 new pressure washing guns that I want to have ready to go for next month, because mine is currently, the valve is leaking, and I want to go ahead and have a brand new one before we get started on our busier part of the year. But I'm already feeling the business pick up just over the last couple weeks. I've been getting more phone calls. I got my first online booking, which was pretty cool. They went on the website. We put the, you know, instant quote that automatically says, hey, if you like this quote, you can go ahead and book it. So they went ahead on Saturday afternoon. We got, you know, a couple of emails, one on each of my phones, and a text message from House Call Pro that was like, hey, you just got an online booking, check it out. I gave her a call just to make sure everything was squared away, got her scheduled. She's one of the houses we're going to go out to on Thursday, and I'm really, really excited about that instant quote part on our website, because we can get quotes. We can give quotes out for that specific job, and if they like it, they can book it right then. And so that's a little bit better to me than that kind of menu pricing list that we were doing before. And you know, everything we're going to be doing for marketing is going to be trying to get them to that website. Even I've got some 5 rounds that we're getting printed right now. They're actually shipping right now that have a QR code on them for that instant book page. So even kind of bypassing the website of saying, hey, your neighbors got their house washed, get the price to get your house washed right here, so they can get a quote right then. And they can talk to their neighbors whether they like me or not, but they already have a quote for their house. So really excited about that, and really excited about these EDDM mailers. Let me go grab those out of the garage. I'll show you what we got going on. For those EDDM flyers we had ordered from UZ Marketing, I sent them a few different designs that I found online that I really liked, and they did the entire design for me. They changed you know, all of this stuff to everything that we do, have our number, have our logo. Then they've got all of our services here on the back, some coupons, a little bit of information. Everything should be USPS compatible. Got all this good stuff up here. So they also bundled them in stacks of 100. So all I have to do is slip that mailing sheet underneath here, and I'm going to take in, you know, all 50 stacks over the next couple months. And well, I'm going to have to figure out, that's a two-hander, getting that slid back in there, but I'm really hoping that this does what we want it to do. I'm also trying to get away from the showing off a super dirty house on any of my marketing, because I'm not trying to target people who haven't washed their house in 10 years. I want somebody with a clean house who thinks it's dirty and is going to have me come out every year or twice a year or whatever their comfort level is, but not saying, hey, does your house look this bad? I can make it look this good. I want everybody in between. I want all of those people who are going to call regularly. So we have a picture here of a clean home saying, is your home dirty? And really trying to find that need and solve it. And this campaign is supposed to be bringing people to our website as much as possible so they can get that instant quote and book online, and we can get them, you know, on the schedule. I'm really anticipating this fourth quarter to be our best quarter of the year. I don't know why. I've got it. What is it? Uninformed optimism. I don't really have any proof that it's going to be great, but I'm just really feeling it right now. I'm really excited about the EDDM paired with that online booking tool, and then pairing that with the 5-arounds. You know, just today I had a neighbor across the street saw his neighbor's house was getting washed, so he wanted a quote. If I can get more neighbors like that, and even if they're not home, I can put on there, you know, I just washed your neighbor's house at 123 street name road. I think that that'll do well. I think that that's going to be something that's going to change our marketing strategy, which we haven't done in a long time. The last major move marketing-wise we did was when we switched from door hangers to yard signs. And we still do some door hangers sometimes, but I think that our marketing strategy needs a bit more consistency in it. And I'm really hoping the EDDM could be that consistency. But again, this is uninformed optimism, so I'm going to be learning along the way what works, what doesn't work. And I'm trying to, you know, learn from other people's mistakes. I've watched some YouTube videos, I've read some forums of people saying you can't just send it out once, you got to send them out to the same neighborhood multiple times. So I'm going to send out every 3 weeks to the same neighborhoods that we're doing this Halloween event in. Really just trying to get out in front of these same people as much as possible. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and y'all be safe out there.